Hello and welcome to this episode of Kennedy Saves the World. So, if I had my druthers here at Fox News, I would be wearing silk pajamas and probably Lululemon shorts and super comfy, cozy hoodies to work, and I'd look like John Fetterman. But it would look like hot garbage on TV because it's ordinary and gross, even though it feels really, really good. I'm talking about corporate style and the lack thereof because we're at an interesting crossroads where you have a younger generation of workers, and it's not just younger people. There are a lot of Gen Xers who want to push their boobies together and give it, one last go at the Alamo while they've still got some deliciously floating fun bags. That should not be the norm in a corporate environment. So you have younger workers who want to dress however they want to dress, and you've got bosses who are scared of saying no. And that's not only the problem in workplaces, that is the problem in society because you have a group of parents who want to be their kids' friends. You also have bosses where that also translates, where they want to be the younger workers' friends. And that should not necessarily be the case. Someone has to step up and be an adult. And that starts from the top down. Because, as Callum Borchers writes in the Wall Street Journal, there's this new corporate casual virus that has infected so many workplaces where people think they can wear spandex and corporate crop tops. And there was one we were showing on Outnumbered earlier on Fox News Channel. A woman, it wasn't a crop top, it was a headband that was barely covering her teats. And just because you are wearing a high-waisted pant or skirt, it doesn't mean you can wear a crop top. Now, if you are working at a bar on the weekend and they have more relaxed requirements, that's fine. But why do people feel that they are entitled to wear to work what they would to an all-inclusive resort? You have to have some standards if you are going to be successful. And if you are in a different context, then you will have a different set of requirements for how you comport yourself, how you present yourself. And if you present yourself too casually, it just screams to people, I don't care. I don't care how I look, and I don't care what you think of how I look. And it's off-putting, and it makes people feel like they can't trust you. And if you are selling them something, it makes them not want to buy it from you if you don't take yourself and your work seriously. And my biggest problem with this super casual moment that we are going through in corporate America is the lack of style. You don't look put together when you look like a stripper or a slob. And it's not just women. It's like guys showing up to work in shorts. It's like, I don't want to see your calves, and I certainly don't want to see man feet. I don't want to see you in flip-flops. I don't want to see you in man sandals. I don't want to see your toes. I don't want to see toe fungus. I don't want to see calluses or bunions. It is so off-putting when people can't take an honest look in the mirror. And, part of it stems from this idea of gentle parenting and self-esteem curriculum where everyone is told, you are amazing, you are so special, you are the best one. Well, guess what? When you are told that, you stop trying. When you think that, every fart you make in the world is, a bouquet of rose blossoms, it is not. If you look like a slob and you don't realize it, then we have to bring back bullying.
Don't go anywhere. More Kennedy Saves the World right after this.
I don't necessarily want to bring back bullying, but that is where the issue will be forced if people no longer care how they look or how they're dressed. Because, it starts with that, and then what are you going to do? Have glass cubicles with a toilet inside instead of a restroom with solid stalls so everyone has to see a tinkle and go poopy? I don't want to see that. No one wants to see that. Also, no one wants to see your calves. No one wants to see the dudes with their socks pulled up halfway up their less impressive calves. I don't know. Why is it that some men have really, really small calves? I'm not going to judge about that. Although maybe you should worry a little bit more about hitting the gym because, we're told that everyone is so vain. But why can't that vanity lend itself to what you wear when you go to work? So please, for the love of your job, and you should be invested in your job if they are paying you money. If they are investing in you, then you should be investing in yourself. And there has never been an easier time in the history of fashion and clothing to dress well inexpensively. I mean, for God's sake, we have 2 more days of Amazon Prime Day. There are so many inexpensive dresses and trousers and belts and shoes that you can get for practically nothing that will complete an outfit and make you look like you put at least a little bit of thought into it. Because if you care so little about how you look at work, is that how you dress when you go out on a date? And, it's like you have a bunch of people running around like slobs going, oh, yeah, the dating pool is just not what it used to be. And it's like, well, maybe if you put a little work into it and you looked good, you would get a promotion and then you would be happy. So when you go on a date, you would also put a little bit of work into that and you would have something to talk about because work is exciting, because you're moving on up, because you actually gave a crap about what you had on your body and didn't feel entitled to act like every day was a beach day because you were raised to think that your casual self is the very best one. It's not. Put a better foot forward. And also, if you go into a corporate workplace in any other country where they take their work life seriously, like, I don't know, Germany or Japan, and don't go to a park on a sunny day in Germany because you will see a lot of naked bratwurst. And it is very unsettling because there's something very odd about Germans where as soon as the sun comes out, they feel that they have to get naked. That may be the case. Don't judge them on that. Do judge them on that. But, you don't necessarily have to replicate it. But when you go into other workplaces in other parts of the world, people have accessorized. People brush their hair. Dudes don't walk around barefoot. And I don't know when we got that idea that we're so desperate for workers in this country that we will let them do absolutely anything and wear whatever they want with the lowest standards for fear that they will abandon their paycheck. They won't. And maybe hire fewer people, pay them more money, and demand that they look sharp, that they dress beautifully. Because when they do, they will take pride in their work. And that sort of rising tide will lift all boats and not the kind of flotation devices that people are showing off with deep cut tops to show off the cleavage. Save the cleavage for your strip club audition when you get fired because you have such low standards for yourself. This has been Kennedy Saves the World, saving you from your bad fashion choices. I'm Kennedy.
Listen ad-free with a Fox News Podcast Plus subscription on Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Prime members can listen to this show ad-free on the Amazon Music app.
Oh, go ahead and leave me a review while you're there. I'd love to hear what you have to say.
You've been listening to Kennedy Saves the World on the Fox News Podcast Network.